Well, as we said, residents here are saying that this really wasn't the first time. They've had such harrowing experiences in the past as well. I have with me some residents who actually have been facing issues over the last couple of years. Ma'am, let me begin with you first. We were talking about this before the show, and you were talking to us about how this has actually been a common practice over the last couple of years. Could you first talk to us about how long back did this family move here and what happened from there on?
They have been living from a couple of years in this society. First they were on rent in one of the towers, and then in 2019 they have bought this house. So 2019, while they were renovating, they had encroached the area and did a lot of illegal construction within and outside the premise, which we obviously raised a voice for, and we had gone to Noida Authority with the pictures and all the report and everything, and we had filed it there, and we were hoping for some action. And in fact, for the encroachment that he had done then, there were orders from authority saying that he needs to demolish, but then Corona happened and everything got stalled, and he got
So residents are saying that they had filed complaints, these issues had been raised earlier, but no action was taken. Now, you were talking to us that this entire episode of wanting to abuse women, this really wasn't the first time. Talk to us about what you've seen in the past. What was a common day as far as the Shrikant Tyagi family was concerned?
So the whole family, including Shrikant Tyagi, if they go to the gym, they are going to terrorize people in the gym. If they are going to the pool, there will be bouncers sitting around the pool and making all the other people there uncomfortable. The kids, they would pick up anybody's cycle, leave it anywhere, and leave them trying to find it. At the least of provocation, trying to, they have a dog. They would even threaten with the dog that if you do something with me, my dog is going to bite you, I'm going to just leave him on you. So these kind of things, very common. So all of us would be like, okay, if he's coming from that way, I would rather take that way. So just avoid. And somewhere we had accepted, okay, fine, this is how things are going to be. There is never going to be any action ever. But what they did to our friend, that tipped everything. And thankfully that was captured on video. Otherwise all these things would not have been possible. So it's very sad what happened to her.
Yeah.
But now we are able to nail him because of that particular video.
Ma'am, if I can get you in as well, as she was talking to us about how this was a common practice. The family used to use their position and affiliation with political parties to threaten people. When you raised this issue with society officials and the management, what happened? Why was there no action taken?
I was a secretary that time. We were in RWA. So we took action. We complained to the police, to the Noida authority, but they did nothing, literally nothing. They didn't file an FIR, police, and the Noida authority, after several chase, they issued a demolition letter in 2020, in February, but never took action. They did never do any demolition drive here. They never took any demolition drive here. So that was the cooperation we are getting. So that was, and every resident, all of us know how much that time RWA, AO, all the AO members were fighting for it. All our work which is supposed to do for the society and the maintenance thing, we were, doing for them, fighting for them. So we did whatever we can, but we didn't get any cooperation from administration or police that time.
So they were absolutely helpless. They got no help whatsoever. I also want to talk to our viewers about, it was not just that one episode where Shrikant Tyagi had hurled abuses at a fellow resident because she raised issues as far as this illegal encroachment was concerned. Over the weekend, what we also saw were goons who came into the society once again with the idea of wanting to threaten and intimidate residents here. Talk to me about what you saw. How many goons came in and what really happened?
So, what I got to know, there were total 15 or 16 people who got into the gate. But the police were able to nab only about 5 or 6 of them. They were sitting here, pinned down here, the police was here, and there was a whole mob. So when we all got to know, we all rushed down. And I would say it's a fortunate thing, it was a Sunday, everyone was at home, so we could just come down. Because they were asking for the address of the person who's affected the most in this whole incident. So it would have been a very scary thing had they gotten to her home, done something, or terrorized her with something. That would have been a very, very sad incident. So it was a very scary incident. People getting into this, there is so much media limelight right now, and despite all of that, he has so much courage. So is the law not there for these people at all? That's a question we all are wondering and asking each other.
So that's the question that residents are raising. Why is it so difficult? Why the delay in nabbing Shrikant Tyagi? As we said, that man is still on the run. He's absconding. We don't know where he is, even though the state government is assuring that action will be taken. Now, as I said, we've spoken to various state officials and government officials also. I spoke to Pankaj Singh, who's the Noida MLA as well. He's saying what you saw play out as far as the bulldozer action was concerned is the first step of justice. Are you satisfied with it?
We are looking at what would be the next step. They have not done anything saying, first of all, they very clearly came to our society and said he is not associated with BJP at all. But on papers, on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you see his profile, he is clearly mentioned he is a part of BJP. Now, if they say, if he has impersonated that he is a part of BJP, they should have taken some action. Where is the action? What have you done? Have you filed any complaint? Where is all of that? Why is that not on the news? We need to know, what are you doing? You are also a part of that also, right?
Yeah.
If you're not doing anything about it, that means you're a part of it. It's very simple.
So, you look at the experience of the Harrowing residents here. They're also paying with their hard-earned money. What they want is a basic sense of living and safety when they step out in their own society, but that wasn't there. Ma'am, I'm going to take a final word from you. As I was asking the other ladies as well, who were saying that it was not just Shrikant Tyagi, but the entire family who had a sense of entitlement, and they went about intimidating and abusing other people. How difficult did it become? Was it a common phenomenon, and had the authorities just stopped reacting because they were political affiliations?
I think so, because I don't have a personal experience with the guy, but the kind of the aura and the things he has done in the society, I mean, threatening people and beating people, it's not acceptable. And the language he used for that lady, it's not acceptable at all. It's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable is the message that's coming from residents. Remember, what you see behind me is what many are saying, just first part of the justice, because yes, the illegal construction has been brought down, but that's not the end of the story, because we still don't know where this man is and for how long will he actually be on the run. Before